Hello, lovelies, and welcome to this week's episode. We're going to be talking about all things Sunday Fun Day, my favourite Eurovision. So love or hate, I'm in the love camp, obviously. Join us for family fun. Cheers, bye.
Welcome to Blabbering, a week-by-week glimpse into a couple stumbling through life with a newborn.
I'm Tilly.
And I'm Dan.
Each week over dinner,
You'll learn Tilly is quite the feeder.
we'll discuss the realities of raising our baby, talking through the highs, lows, and honest confessions of this thing called parenting.
Parenting won't be easy, but let's at least laugh about it. This is Blabbering.
Anyway, episode 29.
Jeez, 29, almost at 30.
Yeah, hopefully we work out the podcast set up by episode 30.
Maybe. I'm thinking by Hyundai.
By Hyundai, yeah.
Yeah, then we'll be like to have it down. You may notice if you're watching the video, different setting. We've mixed it up for the fifth, sixth time now.
Yeah, we're now in a very boring room.
And we were still in the same room.
Well, yeah, sorry, but you see more of it instead of just our
Yeah.
face.
You will see this room getting a glow up throughout the episodes. Because
The episodes that I didn't realise we were
episode.
doing.
I'm going to be decorated. Why I'm wearing this outfit? I could decorate it halfway through. No, because this room is our spare room. And it's going to become Bubba's room.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start to do it up ready for her to move up into it next year. But I figure if I want to do another Bobby, I don't want to leave all my DIY to when I'm pregnant again. Then you get annoyed that you have to do DIY. So if I get it done now ahead of time, it seems really early, but it means you don't have to do it.
Anyway, we're meant to be at the fish markets right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
The fish shop, not fish market.
The wildlife that we lead. Yes, as we always do a Sunday lunch together as a fam. And this week you've requested fish.
Yeah, not real fish though.
Like shellfish.
Yeah, I don't really count them as fish, to be honest.
Sea creatures.
I know they are I think
Aquatic.
if somebody said to me, I'm eating fish, I would never think
Lobster.
lobster, prawn, shrimp, crayfish. Wouldn't think that. Somebody said seafood, I might.
Mm-hmm.
Or shellfish, I definitely would.
Okay, so I say we're having a seafood dinner tonight then.
Yeah.
Oh, I suddenly feel really tired. We had a wild night. We stayed up watching Eurovision last night.
Yeah, who's your faves?
We did really like... Who was Baby Lasagna?
Yeah, Baby Lasagna was good. And we had a little game, didn't we? 3 outfits. The main 3 outfits were to go to work in,
Mm-hmm.
to wear to a formal family event, like a wedding, christening, those sorts of big
And dog
important
walk.
things. And then lastly, a dog walk or DIY, there's the more sort of practical
And I threw in
clothing.
one for school drop-off.
Oh yeah, and school drop. So 4 outfits, and so we had to pick which ones. So I think I went with Baby Lasagna for the
Family.
for the wedding, so family.
Although we did
occasion.
also like all the tuxedo one.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one because there's lots of options there.
And we could do his and hers as well.
Yeah, many options there. What was your?
I can't remember any of the countries they belong to often. That's the issue. So I'm sort of saying, that one with that outfit.
Don't worry, I'll go so pro on it. I'll get them all up on the. No,
As we said, there'll be a little picture that pops up.
Probably won't. Probably give up on that.
Dog walk, I said the little la 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 la.
Oh yes, Armenia.
Armenia, that was it.
Really, you'd go for the. I would have thought that would have been a wedding outfit.
No. Too casual
Let's see
wedding
if I can
outfit.
quickly get them out.
Whereas, who was it that I wanted to work? The Goldie outfit with the knee pad heels. I love Eurovision. I got you into it, haven't I, since we've been together?
Yes.
I've always watched it. I am a lifelong fan of Eurovision. I love how cheesy and ridiculous it is. Next year, we're going to try and remember to organise a party. Because we keep saying we're going to do it every year. But next year, I think we definitely should. When I was younger, I had a friend, and we used to watch together every year. And as we got a bit older, we'd always do a different drink for each country. And we try and do the drink of that country. And if not, we just go with vodka. And because her stepdad used to travel a lot for work, so we had loads of weird liqueurs. And it was just disgustingly messy because there's 27 countries. So it's 27 drinks you're having.
Yeah, what I would say about this year's one is I wasn't too happy with the amount of fucking around with the camera they did.
Oh my God, if you're sort of light sensitive, you're being absolutely screwed. They'd occasionally do like a warning, like, this one comes with strobes, but they didn't do it for every single one, and nearly every single one was like
Yeah, it was real intense.
Real
They gave you a
intense.
warning.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Where did Ireland's Goth Barbie or Bambi Thug? That was
it, Bambi Thug, not Pixie Vampire, whatever my dad thought she was called.
Yeah, where did that fall for you? Bambi Thug's outfit. I think that's probably my school drop off.
Okay.
His take on it. Not gonna get any PTA mums giving me any grief there, am I?
That's true. Although I think with those nails could be really handy for the gym.
The gym. We've added that in.
Well, you said practical. I'm just thinking gym. Right.
Okay. Yeah. And see what those fucking weird twin brothers they can.
But it's exactly what you want, isn't it, Eurovision? I think there's a lot of good Euro stuff this year.
Well, let's finish going through the fucking outfits, because otherwise it's really impossible to edit, because I have to keep jumping in and out of shit. So let's just do the bit. There you are. You just talk in general, and then we have to do the come backwards and forwards. Windows 95, man. I think that's my dog walking outfit.
Oh, no rules.
Yeah,
Finland.
Mr. No Rules. Those short shorts. Yeah, that's definitely.
It did remind me when we were in Bulgaria.
And then during the winter, I can wear the other version with the denim coat.
It's true.
So I'm covered all, because then I've still got my short shorts on. My
also,
denim
I think
shorts.
it's really handy. It's got so many little layers on it that I mean, if you've got a bit of babysit, you can wipe it with that. Or
oh yeah, it's basically a load of flannels in one.
Yeah, very practical.
Oh, and we can't forget the Switzerland one. That one. When am I wearing that? I feel so. What I've got my dog walking. I've just got to be work. That's all that's left. I'm wearing that to work then.
Yeah. I mean, your work's not practical, so you can go really out with your work, can't you?
Oh, I could, but I might get fired.
Would you get fired for wearing a weird outfit, do you think?
I think I'd be more likely to get fired because people would think that it's insulting.
I think they're taking a piss out of someone else.
They'd think that I'm taking a piss out of trans people if I rocked up in that. And then I'd probably get fired because of that.
That's true.
I don't
know how my chefs would react if I turned up in that gold outfit.
Which gold?
Yeah, the one that was like the knee pad boots.
Shit, who was that again? It was a woman, wasn't it?
She wasn't. That wasn't.
The woman?
It was a woman.
To this lady?
It might have been.
The knee pad boot. Yeah, it was some good outfits. So let's see. So I'm going with Switzerland for my work outfit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get me promoted, definitely. Then I'm gonna go with Windows 95 man for my dog walking outfit.
Yep.
It's covered me summer and winter with that coat. Then I'm going with baby lasagna for my wedding or family event outfit.
Okay.
And
school drop off.
School drop off. Oh yeah, Bambi Thug. There's a
okay. Dog walk. It's got to be la 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 la.
Armenia.
Yep. Then, I mean, we can't forget Spain. Maybe.
Oh yes, fanny out Spain.
Oh, Spain! I might do family. That might be my family one.
Yeah, fanny out.
Fanny out for family.
Fanny out for family. Everyone knows that.
The gold outfit for work. I don't
think I'll be wearing the bloke's outfits.
I thought that was going to be your school drop off.
It could be. It could be, to be fair. That's quite an outfit. Again, the PTA mums will leave me alone with that one. I don't know how I'd feel with thigh-high boots, though.
Might quite nice, yeah.
Might do.
Yeah, the gold outfit is for my work, because it's practical, Wipe down.
And with those knee pads, so if you've got to do any clearing of the floor.
Exactly.
Scrub some fucking tartar sauce off the floor.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was it? Oh yeah, it was Nutsa Bazalada. It was this lady, wasn't it?
Yes. It was.
Yeah, because she was wearing basically marigolds, but very gold marigolds as well. Yeah.
Very handy. Okay, so those are what else have I got left?
You've done dog walk, you've done work.
Done family.
What did you do for family?
Spain.
Spain. Oh, Spain's for family.
Yeah, fanny out for family.
You've got school drop off left.
Okay, school drop off. Oh, maybe I'll go for one of the tuxedos with the arms out, just look like a real power dressing for school drop off. Don't fuck with me. I ripped the sleeves off my tuxes.
You having elbows cut out or elbows still in?
I'm gonna go for the one arm.
You're gonna go for the one. You're gonna go for shorter one length on the top than the other, or
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's important that.
I'm going to take the
Yeah.
instrument with me as well.
Oh yeah, that they definitely weren't fucking playing that. They were running up and down. No chance of playing some sort of weird violin. So weird. That's very insensitive. Traditional violin, while running up and down, screaming at each other like a group of angry dads in the pub.
It was such a, they said it was like a stag do got out of control, and that was absolutely what it was.
It did look like second wedding stag do out of control.
Yeah, like mid 40s.
Two second wedding stag do's have met each other in a bit of a, an O'Neill's or something, or a Yates.
Or Spoons.
Not so much Spoons is no music. I feel like there's got to be a little bit of music to let it go out of hand, because you don't quite hear each other properly. The music G's you up a bit. Somebody's maybe starting to dance and bumps into someone because they're too drunk, and then ruckus. And then you've got the Ukraine Eurovision. That's how it was bought. They're actually two competing stag do's as middle-aged dads.
Well, should we take us to Eurovision? Yeah. Let's fucking do it.
We can't keep fucking winning this, guy.
Okay, so I guess we should probably talk about clubs.
It's really have to.
Yeah. How's your week been?
A bit stressful because I've had training stuff that I need to do in the evening for a volunteer charity for a listening helpline. And so there's lots of training to do in the evenings for that. And then it's been a bit of a change with her sleeping better now at night, which is great. She now naps less in the day. And so I'd kind of got used to a bit of a routine of, we come back from the dog walk, she sleeps for an hour to an hour and a half, if you're lucky. Then she's awake till about 1 o'clock. Then she falls asleep. And then 4 o'clock, she has a quick, half hour. And then she goes down to bed at 7. Now, because she'll sleep from 7, then wake at once for a feed and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
She's getting 11 hours sleep. Well, no, 10, because she gets up at 6, so to take an hour off for the feed. She's getting 10 hours at night, and so it's really hard to work out. So going back to your question you asked me this morning, or was she stoned? You asked me this morning, is there anything that's kind of changed that's got me frustrated or whatever? I think I struggle with the fact that just as I get used to something, she then changes. And I just find it quite hard to just constantly, I suddenly get into a bit of a rhythm, change.
Yeah.
Get into a bit of a rhythm, change. Well, right on the cue, she woke up and proved our point, but it's a lot more difficult now because she doesn't need those sleeps as much.
No.
So she's kind of choosing when and how she wants to sleep. So now I had to sit her down next to her. So we probably don't have that long to now do the rest of the episode. So
this is a good time of the day.
It is a good time of the day, but she eventually gets a bit bored of being ignored.
It's true, she does. So yeah, I understand the frustration of it does feel like obviously it's going to be changing, and these first year to 2 years, her development's so rapid.
Yeah, and then we're going to have another one. I'm just preparing myself for 4 years of just not being able to have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. I think family is a bit chaos.
My little orty structures, and it's just gone.
You can't just take the time you want to do stuff. Yeah, I think family is chaos, and you've kind of got to embrace that, haven't you? Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of the lovely part of it.
I mean, yeah, it's the rough with the smooth, as it were. There are lots of lovely bits, and the cost of it is the chaos that comes with it. Some of the chaos is good, some of it's bad, like the fact she's about to pull over all the washing on herself. How about you? How have you found this week? Your sleep's massively improved.
Yeah, definitely my sleep's improved. She's been really good with her sleeping, hasn't she?
Yeah. How have you got better at not waking even though she's not there?
Yes. But what I am struggling with is once I have woken, it's taking me a long time to get back to sleep. My brain's quite busy at the moment.
Okay.
And so...
What, with just work, or...?
I don't think necessarily work. I think I've just got a busy head at the moment. I think we're trying to balance quite a lot of things at the moment. So it's just trying to figure out how we do that best. And I think that's just life. That's fine.
Yeah.
It just obviously preoccupies my brain.
Yeah.
I think we're lucky that we have so many things we have to balance. I think that's important to remember.
Yeah.
If it was easy, it probably meant we had quite a empty life, in which case that's a bit shit, isn't it? I'd rather have.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of me is, I do want to start removing some of the things out. Hence why when you talk about like adding things, I'm very hesitant because right now I feel like things need to be removed before anything gets added.
Yeah, I understand that.
And if anything, I'd like to remove double the amount of stuff before I start adding anything, just because I already feel like there's too much and I'd want to give more effort to fewer things rather than cut an hour out here somewhere and add an hour straight back in.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to cut out then?
Don't know yet. Wasn't ready for that.
That's issue. Like, well, that's what I'm trying to think. Can't think of what. There's much that we could cut out.
Zola.
Yeah. I mean, we are looking at getting a cleaner. Very privileged thing to say, we're aware. But that will help. That's something taken out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I know, like, it's not a massive thing for you, like, it doesn't stress you out and stuff, but obviously,
No, it's not.
but it's something that I ask a lot of you for, even if whether you do or not is different, but it's, it's something that's on your brain.
Yeah, it is on my brain.
And so it's something that we can go get rid of.
But it's not so much, that's not what I mean. It's more that that's not allotted time. Often when I clean, I either try and clean around her or clean with her, or it's time that I know I've got to look after her. So she's already, there's already like 8 hours in a day where I'm like, okay, this is Zola time. Can I get some cleaning done with Zola time? Be it doing the dishwasher while she's in the bouncer and it takes me like 45 minutes because every 5 minutes I'm dancing with her or something. Or is it, mopping while she's in the papoose? Or is it, so that's not really, there's not substitutable time.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't know what we can get rid of, really.
No, I know. That's why I said I wasn't ready for the question. So I'll have a think on that one. But yeah.
What did I say I wanted to add in? I can't even remember now. So
therapy. Couples therapy.
Oh yeah, for food too. I wasn't sure about something.
To do an hour every 2 weeks.
I would like to do couples therapy.
And like as much as I definitely value it and think it's important, I think that you definitely need to remove more than the time you're going to add because it's intense. It requires important and it requires focus. And so if you just layer it on top of already feeling a bit stressed, don't think it's going to go well. And so if anything, you want to take out a good chunk of time.
Yeah, I agree. And that's sort of why I said, like, you already do your sort of therapy weekly. And so I said, is it worth us considering you do that fortnightly and then the other weeks we do our couples therapy?
Yeah.
Because that way, I know it's not taking more than you're adding, but at least it's not adding more.
Yeah, I mean, my sessions have got a bit stagnant, and so I need to consider what I'm doing with them anyway.
Yeah, and maybe doing it fortnightly will help with that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the hardest adjustment, especially for me, has been the fact that I firstly don't have any structure. I don't have the ability to just kind of add and remove things very willy-nilly. You can hear Zoe having a good time in the background. Sat on the floor, throwing shit about, screaming.
Yeah, just chatting away.
Yeah, I think for me that's the biggest change.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is a struggle. And I definitely struggle with that as well. I think we're both we like to be productive and get things done, and also just like keep like altering and honing and tuning what we do.
We're in control of time.
Yeah, and that I think both of us. That's, well, at least I know definitely for me that's the thing I find hard sort of becoming a parent. The rest of it, I'm not saying it's easy, but I kind of expected it, and it hasn't massively impacted our life. Like we weren't like going out and all that stuff loads before, and so that sort of side of things, I'm not worried. It doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Like, if we want to do things, we've just got plans that are more in advance. Fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, not being able to just be like, okay, today I want to get this done, and accepting that actually it might not get done, and that is frustrating. But you've actually just got to be like, fine,
But the reason why I don't just say productive is because I'm aware that I wasted a lot of time, but I had the time to waste, and I wanted to waste time.
Yeah.
Now I just don't feel like I can waste time. Before I'm like, fuck it. Today I'm going to spend all morning on the sofa watching X series or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm going to spend all of Super Saturday watching all 3 rugby games. It's just not going to happen. It just doesn't happen anymore. And so, you know, I wouldn't, that's why I'm like not necessarily productive, but in control of the time.
Yeah. But I guess those things can happen. It's just often, I guess we just have to plan our days. We just have to, like, on a weekend, we say we have one day where we do shit, and we have one day where we do fun.
Yeah.
Like one day's our doing day. The difficult thing this weekend is because you were training all day yesterday.
Yeah.
I could get some things done with Zoe, but I couldn't.
Yeah, and I think for me that's the big stressor in terms of adding stuff. Like this week I've tried to add 2 things. I've tried to go to the gym a lot more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the gym 4 times a week for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Each time. Trying to work out when I go today. It's going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours at least. And partly I can't be fucked because it's an annoying workout because it's just 30 seconds on and then 90 seconds off for like 2 hours, which just feels like a waste of time because 3/4 of my time in the gym isn't doing anything in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the list of volunteer stuff means that it's just going to end up being like, you know, I've added every week I'm giving up 4 hours in the morning on the Saturdays at least. Yesterday it was 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then I'm also having to do like 45 minutes every evening roughly during the weekdays.
Yeah, so this week, you know, when it's come to bedtime, I've been putting it to bed, haven't I? And you've been sort of doing your training.
And then I'm also trying to go to the gym 4 times for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that, you know, I think, you know, when you said last week why I felt so frustrated almost every day, I think that would be why I've gone from being able to find those pockets of time when she sleeps, which for me is really important because I like being able to just be like, okay, this is back to me being in control of time for this small little sliver. That's gone. And then on top of losing that, I've tried to throw loads more things in.
Yeah. And also you're someone who's like, when you do it, you like to be solely focused on that one thing.
Oh, completely. I want no distractions.
So it can't be like you want to do that while sort of like tending to something else. You have to be like, if I'm in, I'm all in and I'm doing this one thing.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what's been taken away large majority of the time. Yeah. Like that doesn't bother me so much. I'm kind of like, as long as I can get it done, I don't mind if I'm pulled in a few different directions. But that's because my brain works differently to your brain.
Yeah, I mean, that was my point on the cleaning. Like I'm doing, you know, I know I'm not doing anywhere near as much cleaning as you want done or could be done if there was a cleaner. But like the things that I'm doing them when I've got her anyway. Other than sometimes mopping once a week or once every 3 weeks. It's, you know, and I can do mopping with her. It's largely done with her, as it were, and therefore just getting someone else to do it doesn't free my time because
but it could free your time for certain tasks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Like which tasks? Well, I mean, I think more what would happen is that it would mean that you're not asking me to do it because currently it's that I don't do it, and so it doesn't free my time anyway because I'm not doing it.
Well, I guess then it adds also things that I've got to do.
Yeah, if you bother doing it, a lot of it just doesn't get done.
Oh, and I do quite a lot, don't I?
No, you definitely do, but there are tasks, like, for example, you've been asking me to do the windows for the past 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, but I also don't want to become one of those people that asks their partner to do something and then they don't do it, so they just do it. And
no, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying that there's a natural prioritization that occurs.
Yeah.
If I don't do something, you don't do it, and you don't keep asking me, and I don't remember, if those 4 things haven't occurred, it's obviously not that important.
I try not to be a pest as well. I don't want to be a nag.
Yeah, I know, but like if you're not sat there going, I don't want to be a nag, but it's really annoying me, it's obviously not important. It's how I feel about it.
I mean, I am doing that in my head.
Oh, okay. So this comes back to we have very different prioritizations.
Yeah, we do have very different prioritizations. But that's also where it's like, if it's something that we can outsource and it's not, we can afford to do so, I'd rather take that stress off the table because it's never going to be something that you want to do or prioritise. And that's fine. I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
Equally, I want it to get done and I don't want to have to do all of it. I don't have time to do all of it all the time.
Yeah.
And so if we can outsource it, let's fucking do it.
Yeah. Let's see what else changed.
You had a glow up.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, so because I was going to this training thing, I was like, I should probably sort my fucking my hair situation out. So I've cut my hair quite substantially, trimmed my beard, dyed it from being ginger to just normal colour. And I did all of that in the space of an afternoon.
How are you?
And it was quite a sudden adjustment for Zoe. So she suddenly didn't realise that it was me. And you were out at the gym, and I was trying to cook dinner, so I wasn't really able to tend to her that much because there was hot shit actually going on. I was in the middle of it. It wasn't that I started it. And then she just decided that it wasn't me, and therefore she wouldn't be comforted by me. And so it was suddenly just an absolute scream fest, wasn't it? Wasn't it you? You always want to get in on this. So I was cooking dinner, and then you came back from the gym, and you found just for me suddenly completely changed, but just trying to pile off an absolute raw.
She was proper shrieking,
raw and shrieking baby,
like really proper crying, sobbing. Just like when I took, she was like,
yeah. And I was there. I was holding her, rocking, stroking her, like patting her back, stroking her, trying to. She just wasn't having any of it. Then outside, we do all sorts. I think it's probably been the worst that she's kind of been with me. I've never really.
Yeah, I think it's the worst she's cried ever.
Yeah. So that was fun. A little byproduct of trying to sort yourself out. Don't let yourself slip too much that your baby doesn't recognise you. Otherwise, you're in trouble. What else then? What's happening with you? You've had your hair hennaed.
I am going to wax in my lip later today.
So check out that 4K mustache.
But yeah, my week's been alright. I think it's just this week I've been more concerned about you because you seemed quite down this week.
Yeah,
so that's been more of my concern. Like I feel like so to a certain degree I'm into the rhythm of doing this now. Like yes, it changes all the time, but I've just sort of accepted that, and like I've accepted that I can make these grand plans for my week, and like it's never going to go all the way I want it to go anymore, and I have to sort of accept like if I get over 50%, I'm doing pretty well.
I guess for me the problem is I wasn't happy with the 100% before, and so to only be doing 50% of what to only be able to do 50% of what you're on after. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't either, but that's also, you know.
Yeah.
I could have given more time to it before. So I have to accept that that's on me.
Yeah. I'm not blaming her. I'm not.
No, not blaming her. I'm just saying, for me, I don't see the point in being upset and angry about it. And that's easier than done. I have days where I do get frustrated and pissed off, and I'm just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I just have to keep reminding myself, my life is chaos and unorganized, and less productive than I want it to be. Because I've got this lovely thing.
Yeah.
I've got us. I've got this family.
Yeah.
Which at the end of the day is amazing, and that's great and lovely. And then I have a life that's so full of love.
Yeah.
But really everything else is just icing on the cake, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think I'm too constantly thinking of milestones and outcomes, and I guess Naval Ravikant talks about it as nexting, constantly thinking about what's the next thing, what you want to be done so you can do the next thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just being, I guess is the way that what's his name, dead boy, Thich Nhat Hanh, he talks about the fact that everybody focuses so much on doing, but people don't really focus so much on being. It takes very little to be, but everybody wants to do.
It's true. And we're people who are very much like, that is us. We are doers. We're like the idea of like constantly improving and bettering, and if we're not, we're like, well, then what are we doing? But I think at the end of the day, even if we're technically not seeing massive development in us, she is developing, and so we are feeling.
vicariously progressing through you, aren't we?
Yeah, because I think
This is
that's what helps me sometimes to kind of go, I feel like I've not improved myself in the past however much time, then I go, yeah, but look at her, like now she's sitting up by herself and she's eating and
she's gone
she's
from being an
communicating.
absolute fucking blob to actually being able to do
and I'm
things.
like,
She's solid. She sits up.
She sleeps through the night
she
almost.
Sleeps through the night. Yeah.
You know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's really easy to forget. But that's incredibly productive.
Yeah.
We've done that with her as parents.
Yeah. There are a lot of tribes in the as she smashes the mic.
And so I think that's really important to focus on. Yeah, maybe we need to start having. Do you remember what ages ago we used to do a little thing? Was it the start of the end of the day where we used to say, we used to do things like what we're grateful for or something along those lines?
End of the day before we went to bed.
So maybe we need to start doing that again.
Yeah. I've always thought about that and thought, oh, but it gets in the way of me trying to snuggle with you. But I guess if I do it with you, it doesn't.
No, we can do it while snuggling. It's quite nice to do it while snuggling, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, it's not like going through here. That'd been really hard to do.
Yeah, well, I always just think I'm going to write them down, I guess. Okay. So.
But we have, on a positive, it may have been hard to do. We have exercised more this week, which has been good.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. You're just going around the audio, baby girl. Just quick to say, highs, lows, funny. Is there anything that stands out?
We've kind of really covered it from the highs and lows this week.
No, we definitely haven't. You've missed out on almost Thursday. Thursday, I think, had most of it for me. So, okay, Thursday, low. So Thursday, anyway, your mum's meant to be coming over. So usually I'm like, fuck, thank you. Made it most of the way through the week. Now I can chat. Your mum couldn't come over. Car troubles. Get it. But then we go out for the dog walk. Fat boy had been sick and had diarrhea. And we were like, oh, fuck. Okay, fine. We've got to clean this up. Let's just go out for the dog walk. We'll do it when we get back. Now, we talked previously about the fact that we outsource things because I don't do them. One of the things that I decided to outsource was vacuum cleaning, and I bought one of those little robot vacuum cleaners because I knew that I wouldn't do it as much. I forgot that was due to go off while we're out on the dog. So Rhonda the Robo-Rock goes round and just smears shit all over the place.
And vomit.
Yeah, shit and vomit. So she goes from being a robot vacuum cleaner to being a slurry shoot.
A dirty protest.
One of those shit sprayers. Muck spreader. She goes from being a robot vacuum cleaner to a muck spreader. So I think that's probably, and then I had to spend a lot of time cleaning up that.
Yeah.
So spent a lot of time mopping the whole place after that.
Mm-hmm.
With her on me and stuff like that. So it was actually kind of good fun in the end doing it with her because I was dancing around, just doing the mopping, putting some tunes on. So I managed to make that reasonably fun.
Oh.
I think my funny is probably when we were trying to get her to stay awake. I think it was Wednesday night. And she just kept nodding off like wherever she was. And so I was like, fine, I know what we'll do. Ran a cold bucket of water and just kept placing her feet in it, and then she'd scream herself awake, and you just turned to me and you were just like, oh, she can fall asleep, she needs to fall asleep. Don't torture our child. I just got so single-minded on the fact that I was like, I will not lose, she will stay awake. That was like, kept dipping her feet in hot cold water so she couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So I think that was my funny. And then my high, I think we've been trying to get her to drink a lot more. And so me and her had a good fun time trying to do like, it's crazy with kids. You just got to try and muster up the energy to turn everything into a game, which is hard for me because I'm very low energy. And to have this new thing where we'd like, every time I gave her a water and she'd tip her water into her mouth, when she stopped, I'd go kind of glug water and do like an action thing. And make a big party of it, and so that was quite good fun in the end. But yeah, just mustering up the energy to do that all the time.
That's basic parenting, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So I think those are my highs, lows, and funnies.
I think probably my low was probably coming back to her screaming her head off. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah, that was...
My high would be, I like the fact that she started cuddling me back now. That's really nice. So like, I go to pick her up or comfort her, rather than her sort of just like being a dead weight, kind of. She actually embraces me and hugs me, and like she'll sit on me, and she kind of leans her head in like this, rests on me, like she kind of like. So it's nice that she's sort of like, she's more active in our hugging, which is quite. I've enjoyed that, and that feels nice. What's my funny been? I can't think of a funny right now, so I won't spend ages thinking of one. Hi, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. Can you please like, review, and subscribe to our podcast? So, skiddly up. This week, scat chat wise, we don't really have anything. She's still a little bit constipated. It's getting looser. Yesterday, she killed a proper Mr. Whippy out, which was good. I think she's just still learning to poo, and that's fine. She's still got to learn to poo solids, but they're definitely not as like hard little nuggets like they were. But nothing particularly exciting above that. So we're going to move on to some Gottman stuff. So what are you wanting to do? Okay, here's an open-ended question from you, from the Gottmans.
Okay.
What do you want your life to be like in 5 years? Organised.
Yeah. The second one be 2 years old and can see a path to them being at school. And then I can, once they're at school, I can have structure back.
Yeah.
Structure. Precious fucking structure. As you wave a blanket to try and keep her entertained. Yeah. Yeah, I think of how, you know, as Zoe, well, obviously like 6. The other one, as you'll be called,
the other one.
B3.
The spare.
Yeah. And, you know, Zoe have started school.
Yeah.
The other one being nursery.
Mm-hmm.
And it start being like, okay, this is... Because I think I just find this bit is just... It's just so much change so quick. I'm, you know, as we've discussed, struggle with it quite a bit in terms of trying to keep myself... Yeah, and so I think in 5 years' time, hopefully they're starting to be more structured, and also I've taught them to just play on their own a bit more, or with each other. Because like, there's a lot of parents who do say like the battle against screens is really hard to not use screens all the time. If you manage it for those sort of first 3 years, you've taught your kid to be able to play by themselves.
Yeah.
So like your enforced solo Jenga time, where your granddad would go for a 2-hour nap and you would just be playing Jenga on your own.
I wouldn't normally. Nobody watch James the Giant Peach again.
Okay, but fine. These things are those moments of peace, similar, that I think parents, because they're taking the easy road early, they're missing out on later on.
Yeah.
Because they have ADHD kids. Some ADHD obviously is natural and born, but I think some ADHD is not a scientist and making this up as you go along. It's probably learned through the fact that you never really had to hold your attention. You've just been blasted dopamine by screens.
Yeah, well that's, you know, fun. We'll get our at-home platform, a lifting platform, and then we can lift while the kids lift.
Yeah.
Tire everyone out. They would obviously be doing different weights, guys. They'll just get like little plastic things. They can just copy on me and don't they?
Yeah, so how about you, 5
But
years?
that's just sort of like one part of your life. So you see the new, that's just, is there anything for the rest of your life that you see next 5 years?
If I can get that sorted, I can do the rest.
Yeah.
Just kind of, currently, it just seems to be... Well, I mean, currently it is all I focus on because I don't, you know, I'm stay-at-home dad right now.
Yeah.
So I'm completely out of thinking of my career.
Yeah, I understand that.
And so for me, there's nothing, you know, there are drastic changes that I'd like to make, but given that it's not the priority, I don't foresee being able to do them without a structure.
Is it?
And so I'd just like to progress where I am at an alright pace and just keep things ticking over, as it were.
Yeah.
And then look to make those drastic changes. You know, if I could make them now and manage to keep up with it while also keeping all the family going, that'd be great. But given what we've spoken about, I don't think I've got the capacity to do so. Especially without it, you know, maybe I could do it, but it would definitely leak over to seriously affecting family life. And so, in terms of the other areas of my life, yeah, I'd probably like to get a bit healthier, career-wise. If I can just keep, maybe where I am or similar but progressing. And then family is the key thing, just in terms of getting to the point whereby it's a bit more stable, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same as you. Like, I sort of want to / accepted that the next 5 years is going to be family. Obviously, because I'm not stopping our family after 5 years.
After that, that's it.
But
The
that's
school
when
system takes.
So, and hopefully our next child are young and they're at home more and we have that time with them. Once they're sort of both in school, of course they're still our priority, but hours-wise, we're with them a lot less. And we can focus on other areas of our life. And so, yeah, I think we're both set that in the next few years, we'd like to keep progressing at a certain, a steady pace, if we're possible in our careers. But the main focus is our family.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can sort of go ham again.
Yeah.
But, I want us to be a step closer towards our pig farm in 5 years, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
Maybe I
main
need
goal.
to start working on a mushroom empire.
Yeah, I need to start looking into how I train to be a pig farmer.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already got the garms.
Yeah, you do have the garms. So is that what you want to be in 5 years? Similar but close to being a pig farmer?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like just looking to setting up a farm shop on one of these pig farms. Because there are already pig farms nearby, they're just small little enterprises like our ones.
But I just like to have the whole life of being in the country. And
yeah, my point is that if you go work there, you'll learn it.
yeah. And also I would have had all my post-kid plastic surgery by then, so I'll be looking plastic fantastic.
Plastic fantastic.
Hi guys, thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it. If you're enjoying it, please let us know. We'd love to hear your stories, any feedback. The email is blabberingpod@gmail.com. Also, you can find us on Instagram. The handle is blabberingpod. So yeah, if you've got 5 seconds, please leave a rating. If you've got a bit more, please leave a review and give us a follow. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Oh, okay. We've got to guess each other's. What is your partner's favourite holiday? Why?
You like an activity,
Yeah.
like so like mountain biking or skiing or something like that.
Yeah.
You do also like a bit of relaxing.
Not much.
But not much.
Day 2 max.
Yeah, I think we'd like, if say you went away for a week, like 2 days relaxing,
Yeah.
5 days activity.
Yeah.
You want to make sure there's good food. You want to eat well on a holiday.
Yeah.
And ideally have a bit of drink and fun.
Sorry,
Which we
she's jumped into the door frame.
Hard.
No, not really. I just don't think she realised she was going to swing in, so she just knocked her forehead against the door frame. Now she's blowing bubbles at it, just giving it the hack.
Maybe we're really having to, it was too hard, she's just dribbling now. Yeah, so that's actually what I do on a holiday.
Okay, for you, you're similar. You like to be active. You don't have any set activities you really like to do.
Skiing?
You do like skiing.
I've only done it once, but I would like to do more. I just really enjoy that.
But I think you like exploring quite a bit, especially food. So I think you're quite into if you could almost do back-to-back city breaks as a holiday, if that makes sense. Whereby you kind of have 2-3 days in one city, get an overnight train, 2-3 days in another city, try the local foods, go to the best restaurants in the place, go to the markets, that sort of thing. I think is probably your ideal.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the culture more than you do generally. So my ideal, say your week is 5 activity, 2 relaxing.
Yeah.
Mine's 3 activity, 2 culture, 2 relaxing.
Yeah.
That's kind of my ideal split for a week.
Yeah,
Because I can drag you around. If there is food, you're more game.
Yeah.
If I know you're not. But if I'm just
things.
galleries and that sort of things, you kind of you can do maybe half a day.
Oh yeah, only half a day. I assumed that there was only going to be half a day of galleries before we hit food.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying
that. It's got to be
holidays must
be. It's got to be 4 hours of food to 2 hours of gallery. It's a 2-to-1 ratio of food to gallery.
A little trouble. Yeah, I mean, ideally, you get up, you have a nice breakfast, a leisurely breakfast. You go and you see a gallery or something, and then you have a lunch, and then you do something else in the afternoon, and then you know.
Yeah.
If I can blend my culture with relaxing. That's kind of ideal for me, really. Like, and a culture thing in the morning, a relaxing afternoon.
Just have people walk the paintings in front of you.
Yeah. Because like
So you
a
just
full
lie
day
by
of,
the pool.
but like
and
a full day of like
porters
pool
just-
time, I sometimes like, it's fine, but like I'd actually rather it be half a day. So like when it's like, say if you're in a hot country in the afternoon where it's like hot, I'd rather be chilling then.
Yeah.
And in the morning do something. So that I could blend my 2 days into 4 days that way. But yes.
Anyway, looks like we're done with that one. I think we got it roughly for each other. And baby's losing it.
Surprisingly, we know each other quite well after 10 years.
Yeah. So after the fishmongers, like we're meant to have been an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Pew,
they
pew.
haven't sold out all the best fish. Only got the stinky stuff left.
Rotten stuff.
Yeah.
Pew,
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, there's the smiley girl.
pew. Yeah.
Adios, amigos. Have a good
Bye.
whatever time of day it is.